Hello everyone and welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. So last time we left off we did a whole bunch of quests in the quest book pertaining to Mine Factory Reloaded. Now there are a few other quests I would like to take care of. And I wonder if they're under here. It might be under here, but I don't see it anywhere. Stone Cold Killer. A stone killer, an animal filter upgrade. I don't think this is what I want. What I do want is I want a slaughterhouse. And what this does is it kills mobs in a certain area in front of the machine. And the reason I want one of these guys is because we're going to work towards the laser drill. Not for any particular reason other than it's fun to have. Yeah. And I actually have a really interesting way of how to do the laser drill that's completely autonomous and does not require any fuel. So I'm thinking maybe we set that up as an alternative for anybody who wants something that's a little different than this setup I have here, generating metals for us and other such devices. So yeah, step 1, slaughterhouse. We're gonna need this guy to produce pink slime for us. So what do we got here? We need to make Invar tools. We need 2 swords, 2 axes, so that's 3, 6, 8, 10. 10 Invar, yep. Then I need 4 for the gear, so 14. 4 of you can go into our good friend the smeltery from Tinker's Construct. And I don't think anything reacts with Invar, so we should be fine on that front. So let's go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Invar axe, Invar axe. 1, 2. Alrighty. Apparently that was the first sword I ever made. Apparently I already had an Invar axe somewhere. It's probably in here somewhere. No? Maybe not. Oh, I bet the harvester or something required an Invar axe. Alright, so 2 Invar axes, 2 Invar swords. So far so good. The gear is melting up, so we should focus on other pieces. I need more plastic. Plastic, there we go. 2 is fine. Then let's see here, this is melted, so let's cast you into a gear. While I'm waiting on that, I'm gonna go get ourselves a couple pieces of redstone. Perfect. Then we're also gonna have to get 4 pieces of tin to melt into a gear, 4 pieces of iron, and 4 pieces of glass, as we do. 4 pieces of tin, 4 pieces of iron. Alright, let's put this away. Not away, but like in its place. For processing. I also needed an ingot of gold. Completely forgot about that. I have like 4 crafting tables over here. You can tell I like to leave stuff just in their crafting table. Even when they're a much later step in the building of what I'm building. Ding. Okie dokie, now let's get ourselves the slaughterhouse machine casing. Easy as that. I have not scanned an Invar gear. I had a feeling there was something in that recipe I hadn't scanned before. Good call. Slaughterhouse. Okay, so we have ourselves a slaughterhouse. Now, there are options as to what we can do with the slaughterhouse for a mob farm. Option number 1, is we put up a breeder and a chronotyper. We have the chronotyper filter out all the baby cows from one pen and put them into another pen. And then we just keep the breeding pen, all the baby cows from the breeding pen go into another pen. And then we just keep a breeding pair of adults in the breeding pen, and so on and so forth. Then when the babies get filtered into the other pen, they grow up, and the slaughterhouse will kill them when they're adults. I believe. I don't know if it kills them when they're babies. It might. I don't know. Another option is to have a slaughterhouse that's just running all the time, and instead of using breeding to produce more animals, we use an auto spawner. So that's an option. Now, the unfortunate part about an auto spawner is that we need to fill it with mob essence. The only way to fill it with mob essence is to get something that produces XP. Now, we could hook up a grinder and have this machine here auto-kill all these mobs for me and filter the resulting drops into barrels, which would be a good idea, and I might do that off camera anyway, regardless of what we choose to do. But just for the sake of both arguments, I'm going to build the machines necessary for both. So today, at least the first one I'm going to focus on here, is I'm going to work on the breeder. So for this, I'm going to need purple dye. I'm going to need 2 golden carrots, a golden apple, which I believe I have. Yep. A golden apple, 2 plastic as always. Okay, so let's get the first thing, the easy thing, out of the way. Tin gear is the first thing that's going to have to go. Boom. That's the first thing we have to wait on. Everything else, I'm pretty sure we're good. Next, I guess I'll make the golden carrots. So that's just carrots surrounded by golden nuggets. And I don't believe we scanned one of those, so that'll be good for Thaumcraft as well. So let's get ourselves a carrot. 2 carrots, actually. We also need 2 purple dye, so I'm going to need 2 mystical purple flower petals. And we have our pestle and mortar here. And that'll get us that. That's not where I wanted you to go, but that's okay. You can definitely go there. Then I need gold nuggets. I need, what was it? Well, I need 8 per, so 16 gold nuggets. Very easy. Breeder, gold nuggets, setting. And that just gives us census. Interesting. I would have expected quite a bit more from that, but oh well. Alright, so that gets us that gear. I need 2 redstone. I did not grab while I was over there. 4 of this. Snag this. Oh, come on. Let's run. And I'll need 2 of you. Fantastic. Alrighty, so just like that. And I need the glass, actually. 3, 4. Alright, let's just go like so. And we have ourselves a breeder. Anything here I haven't scanned. A floral powder, but I don't think I can, so it doesn't matter. Breeder, there we go. Fantastic. So that's the breeder. That'll breed animals for us. Pretty much does exactly what it says it does. Next thing I'm going to need, I am going to need a chronotyper. And what this does is it filters animals by age. So I'm going to need 2 more purple dye. I'm going to need 3 emeralds. I'm going to need 2 more plastic. Obviously we're going to need plastic, so let's get on that. Two emeralds. Let's see. No, 3 emeralds. 2 redstone. 2 purple dye. Need 1 gold, 4 of you, 4 of you, 4 of you. Bing. Okay. We need 2 more purple flower petal. Blech, 2 more purple. I'm gonna stop right there. You know exactly what I'm trying to say. I'm not gonna tongue twist myself even further. Perfect. There are 3 sitting right there. Lovely. Let's go ahead and make those flower dye right away. And just out of curiosity, can I scan you? Since we're here. Oh, I totally can. You scan for census, which is actually pretty decent. Okay. Good to know. That would be a good way of generating just pure census for any infusions, I guess. Boop. Pour the tin out. I believe we have everything we need. Do we not? No, I forgot the redstone again. Because I always forget something. That's 3. I only need 2, but thank you for your enthusiasm. Myself? I was gonna say to the barrel, but then I realized, well, it was really me punching the barrel that did the thing, so... yeah. Anyway. And there we go, our Chronotyper. So, this guy faces a whole ton of aspects. So, for the farm setup, all you need are these 3 machines. You put the breeder down, and just like with the harvester, it will show you a, let's see here, an area of effect directly in front of it. Ta-da! And same with the planters, right? I don't believe we can see our planters. Well, sort of. It's that, like, glitchy bit there, because 2 things are overlapping each other. Yeah. Okay, then... the other option we're going to need is going to involve a grinder, which I don't believe we've made yet. Let me just double check and make sure. That's the auto spawner, that's the fisher, that's a tesseract. We're going to need tesseracts, because I'm not transporting that liquid across the world via pipe. Okay, Invar, sword, 2 books. So I need 3 tin gears, so I'm going to need 12 tin, which I don't know that I still have. No, I don't. So let's go get ourselves a tin block, shall we? I'm also going to need 2 redstone while I'm here. I believe I still have enough Invar back home, so that should be fine. Eventually I'll have an AE system, and then I can just call anything I want from over where I craft. Eventually. I'm kind of waiting for the quests for that to unlock before we actually delve into it. 12. I'm also going to need 4 of you. I did not get the redstone while I was there, of course. Why would I get the redstone? It's only necessary. Okay, tin, go on in. That rhymed. I also need 2 books and 2 plastic, of course. 2 books, there we go. 2 Invar. There we go. Ta-da! Okie dokie. So, first things first. That is completely wrong. The sword. Okay, that looks good so far. Let's make the machine casing while we're here. Machine frame, whatever it's called. Frame. And then all we need now are the 2 gears, right? Yeah. Ta-da! Okay, 2 gears. Boom, boom. Everything here has been scanned. Yeah. So what the grinder does is it just kills mobs, and as a result it takes all their drops and outputs them as items, and it also produces mob essence, which is basically XP. I don't know that we have open blocks in here. Do we have open blocks? Shower. No, the shower's not in here, so we definitely don't have open blocks. I don't know that there's a way that you can actually use mob essence as XP. I think you can fuel, what is it, the auto enchanter with it. Speaking of enchanting, that's done. So it will kind of ruin our ability to use this tower as an enchanter. However, I could use an auto anvil, and if I did that, I would pump in some mob essence into the auto anvil and it would be fine. There's actually a really interesting setup that I think I can manage, where I can have something pump into a tesseract and then or pump into different tesseracts. That way I can prioritize different machines. I can set priorities on stuff like servos or filters and stuff like that. And that way I could potentially create an environment where, let's say, I'm feeding mob essence to several different things. Auto spawners, auto enchanters, auto anvils, all that kind of stuff. I could have it set so that it takes the mob essence from the source, pumps it around, and then it prioritizes, let's say, 3 different tanks that are all on top of their own tesseract. And then each tesseract corresponds to one of the machines that requires mob essence. Then, based on the tank's priority level, determines the priority level of the machine that the tesseracts are linked to. It's an interesting idea that I just thought of a while back, and I might put it into practice here, just to see how it goes. But for now, we're pretty much getting close to time, so I don't think I'll be able to set up either of these setups. Wow, that seemed redundant. I don't think I'll be able to put any of these options into effect quite right yet. So chances are, by the next episode, I'll choose which one I think is going to be easiest. I'm probably definitely going to set up the grinder just because I definitely want to use a auto spawner for the setup I have for my blood altar. It's going to be far easier to control, I think. Right now, because I'm using pigs, they don't jump into the water, so they don't get filtered down into the altar itself, which is a bit of a problem, really. I would like to use skeletons, to be perfectly honest. That way, with the witch water, I can just produce wither skeletons at my leisure. So I'll probably definitely put the grinder into action just for that alone. Do a skeleton spawner. And then we'll decide on whether or not I want to use an auto spawner for the slaughterhouse or not. Slaughterhouse is something I'm probably not going to have just running all the time because I really don't have any need for it, to be perfectly honest. With my farm, I get all the food I need and more. So, to be perfectly honest, the slaughterhouse is really obsolete. The only thing I need it for is the pink slime. So, chances are it's not going to be a very long-term setup. But I understand that some other people might like to use that mechanic. It might be easier for them. So by all means, I'll definitely show off at least a simple setup of how to use it. And yeah, but that'll be hopefully done by the time of the next episode. At the very least, I'll have the grinder done. And then maybe we can do the auto spawner stuff on camera if I don't have everything set up for the slaughterhouse. I don't know, we'll see. But that's going to do it for today, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, as always, all that fun stuff. If you guys feel like leaving a comment or a like, I'd very much appreciate it. I'm really glad to have all your feedback. As a matter of fact, you can even leave feedback about what you want me to tackle first. Chances are I'm not going to be recording the next episode right away, so there'll be time for you guys to leave your feedback. And you know what? I'll definitely pay attention. Anybody willing to talk to put in time to leave their input, I will definitely pay attention to. So thank you guys very much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.